this is Brad from Pro Wrestling Junkies, and welcome to another episode of Toilet Side Wrestling Talk. Folks, it's here. It's WrestleMania week, finally. Today's guest hails from the city of Boston, Massachusetts, and began wrestling in 2017. Was trained by Bo Douglas and has worked for such promotions as Beyond, Showcase Pro Wrestling, UFO Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Experience, Big Time Wrestling, and of course, Limitless. Shared the ring with likes of Davian, Christian Casanova, J.D. Drake, Ace Romero, Basic Becca, Danhausen, Matt Cross, Myron Reed, to name a few. My guest made it to the finals of the 2020 Vacationland Cup, and most of his matches can be seen over on IWTV. So let's welcome today's guest, the young OG from the Prize City, Alec Price. Alec, how are you?
I'm good, you?
I'm doing good. I have a question for you. How many times a month does someone refer to you as Alex?
It's my whole life.
Your whole life? Was it ever a point where it was daily?
What do you mean? What?
Was there ever a point where people were calling you Alex every day, at least one person?
100%. In my neighborhood, there's a lot of like cultures and all that. So like, there's white people, Colombians, Dominicans, Salvadorans, and all them. So a lot of times, like the Spanish chicks and all that would be like, "What's good, Alex?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, everybody called me Alex. Like only a couple people called me Alex.
Was there a point where you just like didn't correct people?
There was. I mean, after a while, like now it's like my name's Alec. Like
totally. I'm an adult now.
Yeah, I don't want to be rude about it. You know what I mean? But it's like,
yeah, you're an adult. You can remember my name. It's two completely different letters.
Exactly.
Are you a video game player?
I play video games sometimes. I mean, like, I'm not one to like play video games over everything else, but
yeah,
I mean? Like, I'll play video games when I want to. You know what I mean? Want to chillax, play with my boys or something like that.
Do you ever play any of the wrestling games and create yourself?
I used to. I don't do it now. But
like as a kid?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Before I started wrestling, I created myself. Like, and I still like all the way up until I wrestled, I started creating. But after that, I didn't make the prize in the universe. It was always me as something else because I already had like a character, whole storyline built.
Yeah.
So I was already like Radioactive Man or the Gift in that universe. You know what I mean? So
totally. Did you stop like playing as many video games as you started wrestling?
No, I played video games. Like when I get into a video game, I want to play it like all the time. But I'm not like a big video game head. Like I was more the get outside, you know what I mean? Play some sports with my boys. I was always playing like organized sports. Like it was either football, baseball, basketball, hockey, anything I can get my hands on, I was trying to play.
Did you, because you have seemingly, I don't know you outside of the ring, but like you seemingly have like a ton of energy. Were you like that as a kid?
Yeah, I got that ADHD.
Okay, totally. Oh, that makes sense. I should have checked actually online because I guarantee you somebody has made a character of you in like the WWE games because they have everybody out there. So I'm going to look into that tonight.
I think somebody made me. Like one person made me.
Oh, did they send it to you?
Yeah, they sent it to me.
I'll assign my kids to do something. I'll have them create one for you. So you're from Boston?
Yep, from the Prize City.
So what makes Boston, do you consider it the best city in the country?
I love Boston to death. I love my home.
What makes you love Boston so much? I mean, obviously it's your home, but
I don't know. I mean, like, it's just the people, like, the way it is over here. Like, I love and hate Boston.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, the thing about it is, like, it's great up here. You know what I mean? The schools are great. Everything's good up here. The work's good. The pay's good. Everything, like, about like, Boston and New England's good.
Okay.
The people hate each other. So.
Oh, really? Why?
No, we just, for some reason, just northern people hate each other. Like, we're all rude and shit.
So do you have an enemy?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not like we hate each other where we're like, but like, for some reason, we just don't. We rather kind of just, you know what I mean? Like, if we go outside, you don't hear a lot of people being like, how your day going? You know what I mean?
Okay.
They're more like, what the fuck are you, like, they'll look at you and be like, what are you talking about? Like.
So are you a big Boston, like, area sports fan, like the Patriots and all that?
I like the Patriots. I like the Celtics. I like the Red Sox. Like, I'm not like, I mean, I love sports, but you know what I mean?
Have you ever
focus on wrestling?
Have you ever cried during a sporting event?
I never cried during a sporting event. I mean, when the Bruins won it in I think 11, I was fucking.
Yeah.
I was excited. I was lit. Like, I was super lit. When when the Red Sox won it again, I was crazy. So, like, I was super fucking, like, super lit.
Uh-huh.
But I think the most, like, because one time, like, when I was playing football in high school, we all were like, the Patriots were going, and like us and Winter Pie got to like see them off before they went to the Super Bowl, and then that was the Super Bowl they won, and I was like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, that was probably the most accomplished one I've.
Do people take for granted the Patriots?
Yeah.
I mean, at
do.
this point,
it's just that everybody around here loves them so much that, like, and everybody hates New Englanders for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason. I don't understand why.
It's because we're the best. Everybody knows we're the best.
Yeah, because look, you're from what I've been exposed to, that like Boston fans, not the people, like being the fan part, are like assholes, is what I've heard. And I don't understand why. Whatever.
We're just hard. We're just hard to please. Like,
well, I mean, you guys have a lot of success. I think there's just a lot of jealousy.
Like a high demand, yeah.
So, young Alec, growing up, did you have siblings?
Yeah, I had siblings.
And were they like as into athletics as you were?
Yeah, my brother Leo was, went to college, NCAA records and weightlifting, really good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's really good. He would have been in the NFL if he didn't get injured.
Was he older or younger?
He's older. He's the oldest of the family.
So did you ever think, oh, I'm like following his footsteps?
I mean, like, cause like the thing about it is, like, we went to a lot of like the same schools and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my mom would always send us to, like, because they know your family, so you'll be Gucci.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I played football. I wasn't as good as Leo in football, so
okay.
Like, I never really did that. I mean, I kind of tried to do my own thing, and because I was always Leo's little brother.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you wrestle in high school?
No, they didn't want to teach us Boston kids how to fight because they were afraid to teach ghetto kids how to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they didn't have no organized fighting. Like, there was no wrestling, no nothing like that. Like, it was crazy.
Well, it
like
saved you a cake.
Team. I heard, there was like a Boston-wide team, but I never seen no coach, never heard of no coach.
Yeah,
nothing. Yeah,
there's rumor of it.
Yeah, like, you go out. I went to go play football in like high schools and shit like that, like other like suburban, and they got like wrestling rooms and stuff, and I don't have anything, none of that.
Yeah, we used to, like in my high school we had a wrestling room, but at least it saved you from getting ringworm. Because it seemed like in high school, a lot of the wrestlers were getting ringworm from like being on the mat so much. So, did you get into wrestling, like discovered by yourself, or did somebody kind of steer you that way? As a fan, I mean.
I mean, like when I was young, like my nana loved wrestling, and like my older brothers liked wrestling, so they kind of like put me in front of the TV. But I kind of did my own thing when it came down to wrestling, like. I did backyard with my boy, and I kind of want to do training now. I kind of
okay.
You know what I mean? Not dying.
Yeah, that's a big part, not dying.
Yeah, like
I mean, for your future. I mean.
Yeah, like if I'm gonna get hurt in a backyard, like Like it's like what am I gonna say? Yeah, I was backyard wrestling and I got hurt and now I'm paralyzed.
Yeah. What was the craziest thing you did?
I took like a Canadian destroyer, right? But the dude put his he put his legs over my arms. So when he flipped, like we had like mattresses and like wood under it, like it was like like a base and like some was milk crates under it. So it was crazy. Like so he did it, and when he did it, the mattresses split. So my shoulders like caught on the two mattresses and my head went between. So like if that shit didn't happen, then I would have died. I would have broke my neck.
Oh my God! So did the match end there?
No.
Oh my God! Were you nervous like in the moment? Were you nervous?
I mean, we were just playing. We were just in, you know what I mean, like we were all of the, all of us boys just in my boy's backyard.
Now, did you consider being in the backyard ring as experience being in a wrestling ring?
No.
There was no similarities.
No similarities at
all. What were you guys using for ropes, if I can ask?
No ropes at all.
No ropes at all. Okay.
We would like use a fence. Like if there's a fence nearby, like we'd go there and like put our leg up to bounce off. But that's it.
Oh, okay. So when did you decide that this was something you were going to pursue?
I was just thinking about it, and like I really I've always wanted to do it since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And like my mom told me that her friend like helped with a wrestling school that she went to high school with.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, let me, you know what I mean? Let me. So I ended up hitting him up, and then I went to the Bell Time Club, and that's where I started. I mean, I kind of just wanted to do it. Like I was at that point, I dropped out of high school.
Okay.
I was just looking. I was always active, and I was depressed, and I wanted to find something that I could do. That it wasn't like I was following in anybody's footsteps, and like I love to do, and that I know I could do in
like to show how you're unique.
Yeah, and I showed wrestling, and I found wrestling, and I loved it. Like even in backyard, like backyard was just fun, but like this is like, I really love doing like professional wrestling. Like I love training. I love being at shows. I love wrestling on shows. I love when fans come to talk to me. I love everything. Like,
do you get up on the day of a show? Do you get up in the morning excited to get in the ring later?
Yeah.
In the day, like you still like get excited for that?
I still get excited to go to every show I go to. Like I get nervous, and then I get excited. And then
do you remember the first show you went to as a fan?
Yeah, I was like a little kid.
Oh, who took you?
My parents. We were at like a moose lodge. I think it was Attleboro.
Okay. And so were they supportive of this?
Yeah, my parents are the ones that gave me the money. I couldn't afford that.
Oh, awesome.
My parents they took their rent check and they took $200 out of it and made rent late and gave me the $200 to go on wrestling, because my mom knew I wanted to do it, but she wasn't gonna put the money towards it unless I was serious about it.
Sure.
It was a lot, and they had bills to pay, and we weren't rich by any means at all.
Yeah.
So they did that, and thanks to her, my parents, and I was able to start training. Now I pay for my training and all that stuff.
So did you started training through someone that your mother knew?
Well, it wasn't really him. It was he knew of somebody who worked at a school. So
what do you do? Do you call? Do you show up? Do you email?
I hit him up on I hit up Pat, and then I started talking to Bell Time, like Bo, on Messenger, and then I came through and just came to a class. So
when on your way to the first day of training, did you think that you were pretty well prepared for it?
No, I didn't know what the fuck was like.
You had no idea?
Yeah, no idea what was gonna happen.
And were there other people that first day that it was their first day too?
No, I went there. It was like somebody who's been training for 6 months, somebody who's been training for like a year and a half, and somebody who's been training for like 3 months.
And is that like does that make you nervous at all?
Yeah, I mean, it was just that's who went to the class at that time. There were more people that were there and more veterans. It's just that's who was there, and it wasn't really nervous. It was just more like I was nervous because I wanted to do it and I wanted to start training, and like I just didn't know what was gonna happen and what was gonna, because I knew it was gonna be tough. Like I didn't go into it thinking it was gonna be easy.
Sure.
Do this because I knew it's not easy at all. Like even my mom was like, if you don't want to do it, it's fine, but like this isn't gonna be easy. Like but I played contact sports and stuff my whole life, so I wasn't worried about it.
And did you what was the first thing they have you do? Like, is it like, do they try and like test your body, like how it can hold up?
Oh, they kind of just like they show you like the rope, like how to lock up. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They show you how to roll.
Does it ever get does training ever get frustrating?
Yeah, it does sometimes, but like
And
everything in life gets frustrating.
yeah,
Like
that's a good point.
makes
Did
it interesting.
now was this a type of training where they berate you at all?
Berate you? What do you mean?
Like they're screaming at you. No, it was like not military style.
No, not military at all. Like they were really cool with it because they knew it was your first time, and they're not gonna yell at you if you don't know what you're doing. And like,
Okay.
wrestling is hard. Like it's not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? Like they're not gonna sit there and destroy you. But like if you've been wrestling for like 3 years and then you don't know
Mm-hmm.
how to do an arm drag, like it's like what's going on, bro?
Yeah. Okay.
That's like a day one move. Like that's like a day, like a week, like a month move. When you first start doing bumps, you learn body slam, arm drag, like shoulder
Mm.
tackle, body slam, arm drag, like so.
So if you miss, if you don't have that down after a certain amount of time, you go for a first aid. Then how often do you go back for training at the beginning?
I mean wherever I went every day they had it.
Okay.
Boston was 2 days a week that time, so I went 2 days a week.
And were you working as well?
Yeah, at that point I was working.
Okay.
I
And
was still in I was
was
still in school at that point. Like I was doing track. Like I was running like city championship track and doing started doing wrestling training.
oh wow, what did you what event did you do in track?
Hurdle. I did hurdles and high jump.
Oh, me too. I didn't do high jump but hurdles I did.
Yeah.
Um, so Hunt, so you were still in high school when you were training to be a wrestler?
Yeah, when I first started training, I had a full-time job, and then I was doing high school with sports, and then I started being a wrestler.
And did people know that you were training?
Not really. I mean, they knew I did backyard. Like some the
Uh-huh.
people around it knew I did that backyard wrestling stuff, but none of them knew I was doing like real wrestling training. And like when I started training, like I went to school because like track was over.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna start doing like outdoor, and I think like I didn't end up doing outdoor that year. I ended up like dropping out. Um,
Okay.
and then yeah, and then I just continued to wrestle at that point.
And
Um,
have you made like a lot of like good friends through this? Through
yeah,
wrestling?
yeah, there's a lot of people that like I probably would have never met if I stayed
Hmm.
in my area, and I'm glad that like I met the people that I have met because I met a lot of good friends, and you know what I mean. Like they're kind
Hmm.
of like family to me.
Yeah, sure. These are people you're with almost more than your family, you know.
Yeah,
Like it's like how people you work with. Yeah, I'm with them 8 hours, not anymore, but like, I was with them 8 hours a day. Do you remember your first match?
yeah. I remember my first match.
And did your trainers tell you were ready for your first match, or did you go and say, "I think I'm ready for my first match"?
No, no, my so one of my trainers was like he's not ready for his first match. The other trainer was like, let me have a match with him. I'm telling you, it's gonna be dope.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be dope. And it was just kind of like they went to the promoter, was just like, hey, can you do me a favor? You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? And I got on the show to wrestle my trainer Benny Jux. It was dope. It was a shit show because I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah,
Benny's
were you
awesome. He
nervous
took like
walking to the
anybody to
ring?
the match. Huh?
Were you nervous like walking to the ring?
Yeah, bro. Of course I was nervous. Like I didn't know what I wanted to just do. I wanted to have like a 5-star WrestleMania match.
Yeah, totally.
But it was my first match, so like I knew it wasn't gonna be good. But I was going out there trying to be like, I want to have that one match where everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, that kid's gonna be there.
Yeah, put your name on the map.
Yeah, like out of nowhere, like movie style, like get all these cool wrestling moves and like techniques and look like it. Yeah.
There's like good music, lights are on you. Why did the one trainer say you weren't ready?
I mean, it was just the time. Like I started training, and then I had my first like battle royal like 3 months, and then my first like show match was at like 5 months, like 5 6 months, like 5 months I think.
Is it more nerve wracking doing a one on one match as opposed to a battle royal?
Yeah, because battle royals are easy. There's a lot of people just punching and
Uh huh.
kicking and throwing over and all that. But with like a real match, it's like yeah, it's just a lot of different things that go into it. Like you got to worry about the fans, your opponent, what you're doing, what the referee's doing, what's going on. You have to have ring awareness. It's crazy.
How long does all that stuff come together? Like where you feel, okay, I keep an eye on the fans, and kind of know everything that's going on, or is there never that point?
It's just different. It's just different per person.
Okay.
To be honest, like some people get it automatically, some people take a while, some people never get it.
Okay.
It's more about like with wrestling is like they can teach you stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that you have to figure out just doing matches and like just time in the ring and spending time and like having, you know what I mean, like having matches, being able to. That's the old, like the trainers teach you how to wrestle, but like when you go out there at a certain point, like you can only learn so much from wrestling.
Yeah.
Like,
and you have to kind of make your own mark.
Yeah, like you like my trainer told me, like he was like, you're gonna start going out now. And he was like, I can teach you a lot of stuff, but the only real way to like actually learn stuff now is to go out and wrestle other people from other territories to learn new stuff and new ways that they, you know what I mean, like different ways they do shit and all that.
So how do you get out to different wrestling promotions? Like how do you come to wrestle for, Beyond, for example, or Limitless?
Well, with Limitless, I got booked on their sister promotion, Let's Wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and did a battle royal and I helped out.
Okay.
And I got booked on a scramble and Randy liked me, and then I kept showing up and helping out and kind of doing my thing and getting better, and that's how I got booked. And I got booked on Beyond because I had a Limitless match and Drew see me on Limitless, and then I started coming to Beyond to help out. Like I started driving with a cameraman to go down to Beyond, and I was helping out with the ring and helping them out, and then I end up getting a shot against CJ.
Oh wow!
Because they seen me and CJ at Limitless for the pre-show, and we went and had a good match on them, and then the tournament for tomorrow, and it was a lot of good stuff. So
how do you get like word out about yourself?
It's hard. You just gotta figure something out. Like it's hard because like everything's happening so quickly. And everybody's like attention span is like this, so you got to find something that people and you got to capitalize on it quickly. And
is it? I mean, is there like? Do you feel like you're competing against other people, not in the ring, but like to get known at different places? Is it like is there competition between the wrestlers for stuff like that?
Yeah, because like the thing is like at the end of the day, right? We're at the end of the day we're all like solo, like we all have to like do our own thing.
Sure.
At the end of the day we are who we are, like, and like we're wrestlers that are trying to get a booking that somebody else wants, you know what I mean, like
yeah
we're all brothers and we all take care of each other and we'll all be there, but there's a lot of dickheads in the locker room, there's a lot of assholes in the locker room, so
yeah
it's kind of like every man for himself, but everybody works with each other, because I've met a lot of great people, I've also met a lot of shitty people, so
Why are there bad promoters?
Yeah, there's bad promoters.
And but so like you work for them once and never work for them again type thing?
Yeah, or they'll pull some, like, you'll hear stories. And like just there's shitty people everywhere you go. So
yeah, that's true. There's two downstairs. They're 11 and 7 years old. So which is the truth, unfortunately. Is it cool being on like episodic television, like for the road?
Yeah, I love that. I love it.
Like, is it nice knowing, okay, I have this, to always have, like, especially during the pandemic?
I like it because it's like, I want to be signed one day. I want to be on TV. I want to be everywhere. So like,
sure,
that stuff is like something that I need to know in the future. And with that too is like it can help me build myself. I can start like finding different ways to like transform myself and see how people like it, because people watch the road, you know what I mean? And like
yeah
so I want to figure stuff out. I want to do good. Like every match I go out there, I want to have a banger. So
well, I was watching Double Vision, and for the first few minutes I literally at a certain point thought I was tripping, because I didn't realize that the opening, it was like 10 minutes and it was just like this cosmic stuff that said, Double Vision. Well, I thought it was going to be like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So at a certain point, like, I think I was mesmerized. But I love Limitless, the production, and especially on the road. Is it fun wrestling and then having all your peers around the ring as opposed to like fans?
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, is it completely different?
No, I mean, like, it's whatever. I'd rather have fans. It's nothing against my peers or anything like that. Like, I love them, but it's a whole different thing. Like wrestling in front of wrestlers than wrestling in front of fans, because like the wrestlers know you, they'll be cool with you. You know what I mean? Like, but with the fans, you don't know what their reaction's gonna be. So you could call a match and have like this dope ass match, like decided and everything. It's gonna go this way and that way and this way and that way.
Sure.
And the fans don't go with it, and then you're like, damn, we gotta scrap it and do a whole different thing now. Like it's just it keeps it interesting. You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say. Is part of that actually like thrilling? That like, okay, I got to make something up on the fly, or
yeah. I mean, it's stressful but thrilling because it's like the fans are making you work for it. You know what I mean? Like, they're making you do your job. But like, and I love when the fans boo me. Like if they start to cheer me, I have to like get them to boo me real quick. So it's like it's crazy.
Is it more fun working as a heel?
Oh yeah, I mean it's just easier for me to work as a heel.
I
like working as baby, but I need to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it nice having like you could do both? Like, you could be a heel, and then sometimes for some crowds you can be a face. Did it take a while to be able to listen to the fans during a match?
Yeah. Like I said, it's just one of those things that like comes with time. Like I didn't get it automatically. Like I was more focused on like getting through a match and making sure that every move was good. But then after a while, it was like, all right, you can go through a match, but like, what are you doing? There's no fire up. There's no interaction. The fans, there's no point for the fans to cheer for you. You're just doing stuff at that point.
Is like cutting promos part of training?
Yeah, sometimes.
Was that something that came naturally to you?
I mean, I wasn't the greatest promo cutter at first, but after a while, when I started figuring out who I am, and, what I do, and using all my different like unique character traits and everything to get into it, that's when I started figuring it out. Because like at first, I didn't know what I was doing, and I was just nervous because it's my first time talking in like. I was doing it in the backyard, but it's like my first time talking into a camera. You know what I mean? And I really want to do this, and I really want to cut a good promo, but like I'm trying to script it, and I wasn't really doing how I do it now, which is kind of just on the fly. Like, let's get it. Like, 2 points. All right, let's go. You know what I mean? Like,
would you not want to watch your first promo again?
I'd want to watch it, but I'd laugh because I don't believe in myself back then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything about the wrestling business that you don't like? And you don't have to name names or people or anything.
Just some people. I mean, I like wrestling. I love wrestling. I just there's some people in wrestling are like complete like just pieces of trash. You know what I mean? I have no problem with anybody. Like I have no beef, but there's a lot of like just like stupid stuff that was like allowed to get away, like allowed, you know what I mean, for people to play with. Like I can't deal with it.
Do you think the business has changed since you first broke in?
Yeah, it's definitely changed a little bit. When I broke in, like Evolve was still here, and they were going into like it was crazy. So like the business has definitely changed. I feel like there's more work now. You know, it's not just the E anymore. A lot of people have definitely stepped it up. Like I feel like this is one thing. Like nobody was stepping up. Like back in the day, there was like those people that were doing what they did, and there was people like trying to get there, and then there was people that were like, I'm comfortable where I'm at. Everybody's at this point like going like firing on full cylinders, like bam, bam.
Is it? I mean, I know this past year you heard about the pandemic, right? That's been going on. You heard about that. In a typical year,
I've been dealing with it, bro. I fucking hate the mask. I can't stand it.
Oh, I know. I can't wear sunglasses and a mask. You know what I mean? Because every time you breathe, it fogs everything up.
Yeah.
Have you gotten vaccinated yet?
I'm trying to, but I'm not a priority right now.
Yeah. Did you guys have to get tested before, like every time you performed
I
this
mean, I
past year?
do. A lot
Uh
of
huh.
shows, a lot of shows require it. There was like one show that didn't require it, but I sent them a COVID test anyways.
Oh, okay. Were you, say in late 2019, did you have big plans and bookings for 2020 that got, blown up?
Yeah, I mean, I was supposed to face Matt Cross before the pandemic blew it up.
Yeah.
I feel like I was about to blow up. Like I'm starting to blow up right now, but I feel like I
Yeah.
was about to like what I'm doing right now would have happened earlier if it wasn't for the pandemic.
Yeah. This would have happened a year ago.
Because I was having big matches like in one week, and it was like Jake something, JD Drake, then it was Josh Briggs, then it was Christian, then it was Danhausen, and then I was supposed to face like I said Matt Cross, like
Hmm.
Dog 20, and then that stuff happened. So I feel like if it wasn't for the pandemic, I probably would have been a little bit farther. But I'm glad the pandemic happened because it kind of made me smarten up a little bit and like realize
Yeah.
how much I love wrestling and realize how much I really want to do this.
Do your friends and family come to you wrestle?
Yeah, they do. I mean, they don't now because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
They
In
did.
general. It's so hard. Like, yeah, it's so hard to interview people this year because there isn't a huge body of work, Um, but are things starting to open up again
Yeah,
in in
like somewhat.
Boston? And so how far is Maine from where you live?
It depends on the part. Like New Hampshire's an hour away. Maine's like about like 2 hours away. But if you go further north, it's like 4 hours away. You know what I mean? Like,
So do you tape Limitless in Maine?
yeah.
Okay. So you have to drive. Do you drive that by yourself, or do you have like
I
buddies?
mean, we usually go up with my boys, like my
Oh,
big
okay,
Ben,
cool.
the camera guy, or like maybe Channing Thomas sometimes.
Are the road trips fun?
Yeah, they're fun. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the same old, just going in a car. You know what I
And
mean? Like
is there eating like fast food?
all the time. Eat fast food, just chill
Do,
with the boys.
oh, that was the other thing. Are you like aware of taking care of your body, like eating healthy? Like, is that a part of it, of, your training and being a professional wrestler?
Yeah, I mean, like I eat fast food because my metabolism is crazy. So
Uh-huh.
like that thing goes like it's always going.
Uh-huh.
I eat like a 400 pounder, and like it doesn't help because like
Have
I
you
don't
do
gain
you have
fat.
trouble putting weight on?
I do. I mean,
Okay.
I've actually gained some muscle. I'm starting to look a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Switched up my regimen, and I'm
Uh-huh.
eating a lot and I'm working out a lot, so it's kind of helping me out.
How often would you be going to the gym if you weren't a professional wrestler?
I would, but I wouldn't be as serious to do it.
Okay. Do you work out by yourself?
Yeah, I work out by myself. I work out with my boy. I kind of like to
Mm-hmm.
like switch it up. Like sometimes I like going by myself, and sometimes I like going with a friend.
Oh, okay. What would you say you love most about wrestling?
I mean, I love everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like the fan. Like it's hard because like I really do love wrestling. Like
Mm-hmm.
I love going out there and being able to like entertain people. Like I like going out there and having people hate me. Like I
Uh-huh.
love going out there and just being able to like not be the center of attention, but
Uh-huh.
more or less like tell a story that like just gets people like the same way that I felt when I was a kid. You know what I mean? When I was a kid
Yeah.
and I was believing like the thing is right now is like everybody like knows that professional wrestling is fake.
Yeah.
But like my trainer always said, why do we have to remind them that it is? Like I want to be the most believable person in this era. Like there's a lot of people that aren't believable. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't like watching wrestling promos or matches unless I believe the story that's going on. Like I'm not saying I'm still learning to do it, but yeah, like I need to believe, and like that's
Yeah.
what I want. I want to be out there, and I want everybody to like believe that I'm the person that I like, because I am the prize. I'm not nobody else. I'm not no other character. I'm just
Uh-huh.
myself times 10. So it's
Yeah.
like I want people to like believe in me. I want people to believe that I'm real, like believe that I'm killing this or putting my foot through this head, or I'm the, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just want realism. I want realism in professional wrestling. That's what I love about professional wrestling. Like when I was a kid, is like I believed. I like the stories. Like no one tells stories anymore. Like where's the stories again?
Yeah, exactly. Like, so do you think that that's lacking a lot right now in the industry?
Yeah, because they have all these cool moves and spots, and a lot of people like. I'm not throwing shade at anybody, but like, there's a
No.
lot of spotty shit that happens. Like when I call my match, I have spots, but like, I have on the fly shit on my match. Like, I have shit that like can change. Like, people just worry about spots and how they're gonna look during these cool moves, but they don't worry about the fans. You know what I mean? Like they don't worry about the
Yeah.
story. They don't worry about the substance. Like why are you doing that cool move? Why are
Is
you
it
doing this?
is that something that's primary on your mind? Like when you're walking to the ring of, all right, I need to tell a good story tonight.
Yeah, like I want to have a banger. I want to have a dope match, and I want the fans like. If I listen to a match and like I watch match back, like I watch match back and shit, like stuff like that. Like
Sure.
I can't like if I can't hear the fans, I don't like it because at the end of the day, it's all about them. Like
Yeah. So
I can
do
do
you measure that's how successful you are as far as that evening or that, or that match by the fans? Like, so if they're not reacting the way you want, would you
like
consider that like, ugh?
by the fans, like, and also by like obviously like how I do, like how my footwork is, but like I can do a million flips if they don't care about it. I mean, like, why am I doing a million flips? Like,
Yeah, exactly. A monkey could do that.
Exactly. Like,
Can I tell you a quick monkey story? I don't know why it's popped in my head. A friend of mine, he had a bar mitzvah, 30 some years ago, and they rented a monkey to ride around on a motorcycle and smoke cigarettes at his
really?
bar mitzvah party. Yeah, I saw the video. It was crazy. It was really funny. Okay, I'm sorry that I went off. Can you watch wrestling as a fan anymore? Like,
Hold on,
can you enjoy it?
Too. My aunt honey used to own a monkey.
Oh, like as a pet?
Yeah.
Did it like?
It was an evil little thing apparently.
Was it on a leash or did it just have free reign?
No, it was it had a cage and like it was out, but like it was just like an evil thing apparently. Like it was like trying to bite people and like throw stuff at them and all that.
Yeah, that's why you don't hear many people having pet monkeys. That's that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have IWTV?
Yeah, I have IWTV, High Spots. I have everything.
Do you like try and find obscure things, or do you like go to specific promotions and watch their matches or specific wrestlers?
I mean, I like to watch a lot of like the Midwest, like South. I like to watch like a lot of like UK, like
Okay.
stuff.
Would you ever go to like the UK or Germany or Japan, Mexico?
Of course.
Is that how does that happen? Like, how would you end up in Mexico or Japan or the UK? Like, do you have to know people?
I think it's just more or less they have to see me and I have to like try to reach out to them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just like with everything in wrestling, it's the same exact way everywhere.
And is that something that like, okay, within the next few years, I'm gonna travel outside?
I mean, I want to. Right now, I'm trying to focus on getting out of the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like, I'm when it comes, it comes. Like,
okay. So, will you be watching WrestleMania?
Like,
are you gonna make a point to like be home at whatever time it starts on the first?
I'll watch some of it. Like, I'll definitely watch some of it because there's some matches I'm interested in, like Cesaro and Seth. Like,
yeah, that match would be awesome.
I think Daniel and Roman are gonna be good too. Or Daniel, Roman, and Edge is gonna be good too. But that's it.
It always seems like the guys who are in Ring of Honor, end up putting on like the best, like the Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. That should be fun. Even AJ, all these old Ring of Honor guys put on great matches. But like you're not like looking forward to like when you were a kid, like, oh my god, WrestleMania is this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, I like WrestleMania. Like, I'll be like, oh, WrestleMania, this is, you know what I mean? Like, because it's still WrestleMania at the end of the day.
Sure.
Like, you got to watch it because it's WrestleMania. But, like, I'm not, because I didn't have all the promos when I was, like, the pay-per-views.
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
was growing up, like, because we couldn't afford it. So I always watched the Raw before and the Raw after. Like,
Totally.
I
Same
never
with
got
me.
the pay-per-views. So
I remember like on night of WrestleMania, we could never afford it. It was like $50 or whatever it was. And
yeah,
like I'd stay up as late as
so we have to pay the bills. Like, I'm more worried about the lights and food than a $50 pay-per-view.
Yeah, I would stay up till like the late news, just praying that they might even mention like one match that happened, you know?
Right? Like,
But like without the internet, that sucked. Like sometimes you had to wait till a magazine came out like a month later.
I had all my boys that would watch it, so I'd go on the school bus and be like, "What happened? Who won? How did it happen? I need to see it. Where is it on YouTube yet?"
Yeah. That's right. Oh, so when you were coming up, there was YouTube.
Yeah.
I think I'm a lot older than you.
I was
Probably
born 98, so like I was on like I got all the 90s stuff, I got all the 2000 stuff, like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 45, so I think I'm a lot older than you.
Yeah, like.
But whatever.
23 years older than me.
Oh my God. Oh, that makes me ill. All right. Well, whatever. Can I give you one piece of advice?
Yep.
Don't ever have children. People say it's the most rewarding thing in the world. They're
I'm good
out of their minds.
I'm all good. I don't need no kids right now.
Good. All right. I'm glad that you're aware of that and know that. All right. I'm gonna have to wrap this up pretty soon because I have to go make dinner for my children. Apparently, you have to do that. Can I ask you like 5 yes or no questions that aren't related to wrestling?
Of course.
All right. The first one.
I was about to click on the thing because I seen the screen say yes or no. I was about to click.
Yeah. Do you believe that the United States landed on the moon?
I do and I don't. Like
my wife doesn't.
I feel like they like at first they were lying about it, but then after a while they were like, we actually have to do it because there's other people now going up to the moon. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they can start proving.
I feel like
things.
at first they just lied about it to have Russia stop doing it.
Yeah.
But after a while they were like, all right, everybody else is advanced. Like we got to do this.
Totally.
Put a flag up there.
My wife is Russian, so she doesn't believe she still doesn't believe the United States ever landed on the moon, like initially.
I think they did, like in the later Apollo.
They must have. Yeah. Like someone would have caught. Something would have gotten out. Okay, number 2. You don't have to do this, but could you recite the Pledge of Allegiance on demand?
Yeah.
Okay. For $7.3 million, would you live in a home that only had walls that were windows?
No.
Okay.
Because I fuck with my privacy. I can't.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't even know if 7 million's enough. Okay.
I mean, I would probably do it for 7 billion, but like people are
totally.
You know what I mean? Like at that point, like people are gonna see some stuff.
Okay. Have you ever had like so much trouble with a giant lizard from Japan that you had to go to a strange island to recruit a giant gorilla to fight it? I'm gonna take that as a no.
I had a pet iguana.
Oh, okay. Oh, close enough. I'll give that one to you.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Correct answer. You got it. All right, last one. Have you ever swallowed a coin, and if so, did it pass?
No, I was never dumb to swallow no coins or anything.
No die? You've never like swallowed a die or anything like that?
No. I've swallowed gum, but I've never swallowed a dime. Like I'm not.
Okay.
That stuff's gross. You're not supposed to be putting that stuff in your mouth.
No, it's so sick. Like you shouldn't even touch put your hands near your mouth after touching
everybody
coins.
touches those things. It's not even just like one person touches it and then like the next person. No, everybody has touched that.
Totally. It's
everywhere.
It's the most filthy thing.
On, peed on, stepped on, rolled on. Bro, like it's been everything.
There's cocaine on it. Like it's crazy.
I don't know about all that, but I know there's everything on it.
Yeah. All right, Alec. Thank you so much. I mean, I feel like we need to do a part 2 because I have a bunch more questions. So I would love for that opportunity. But thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciated it.
I appreciate you for having me on. If you want it, we can do it tomorrow. We can have a part 2 tomorrow. I don't mind.
All right. Hey, I'll email you tonight. Okay, and set something up. Down. All right. Awesome. All right. Thank you so much. Is there anything you want to plug real quick, or not real quick? Just take as much time.
So, Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, The Prize City OG. Look me up on Facebook, The Prize Alec Price. Whatever you want, you know what I mean? My Snapchat, you can't get that. It's for the woes. But, you know, just do me a favor. Keep your eyes on the prize. My new shirt's coming out soon. And just look out for me. Go to me because I'm going to be in your territory soon, baby.
ProWrestlingTees.com / what was it? The Prize City OG.
Yep, the Prize City OG.
Yeah, and there's some great designs.
Yup.
I checked that out. Yeah, you'll be getting one of those checks soon.
Hold up, ready?
Mm-hmm.
There's a little preview of the next design made by the design guy.
Yeah, I mean, there's some already good ones on there. That one's awesome. Is that going to be up soon?
I'm gonna get it made. I'm gonna get a little detail in it, and then it's about to be up there soon.
Oh, that's kick-ass. All right, well, you'll be getting a royalties check from me soon.
You gotta get it.
That's awesome. All right, Alec, you take care. Have a good rest of the day, and I'll be in touch with you.
All right, fire. You too, brother. Stay safe, stay healthy.
You too. Take care.